nuclear hazards. So, radioactive substances are extremely dangerous. So, radioactive atom, they are generally unstable and they break easily, giving a lot of energy and also generating certain particles. Apart from this, high amount of radiation is leaked out. So there are three kinds of radiations which are generally seen from the radioactive substances: alpha, beta and gamma. Alpha radiations are not much penetrative, but they can cause skin cancer if they are released in environment. Beta radiations, they have much more penetrative power and they can penetrate deep inside our body. Gamma can penetrate further deep inside our body. So all these three are high energy radiations, out of which alpha can cause skin cancer, beta and gamma have more penetrating power and thereby damage our internal organs. So radioactive substances are released from two sources: natural sources and anthropogenic sources. Natural sources means outer space, soil, air, rock, water. And anthropogenic means nuclear power plant, diagnostic kits, laboratories. So, radioactive substances have following impact. First, they may lead to genetic damage. That means these radiations alpha, beta, gamma, they can mutate genes and chromosomes in our DNA, in our cells, and thereby these diseases can be transferred to next generation as well. So when genes are affected, definitely those altered genes will go into the next progeny. Moreover, these radioactive substances can also affect somatically, or they may create somatic damage. So the body cells may be affected. For example, these radiations may lead to severe burn injury. They may lead to miscarriage, eye cataract and cancer. So it is necessary that we establish a nuclear power plant at right place, and we need to be very careful while establishing them, and we need to consider long term and short term impact. One disaster which is very well known, it is Fukushima nuclear disaster. So Fukushima nuclear reactor was just on the coastal area. So when earthquake of more than 9 magnitude strike the place, Pacific Ocean, then huge waves in the form of tsunami, they entered the Fukushima Daiichi plant. An entire Fukushima plant was filled with water and there was a huge nuclear leak. So we need to be very careful while establishing the nuclear power plant. Second, in a case we are using radioactive substances in laboratory, then we need to dispose the waste very carefully. Chernobyl nuclear tragedy, April 26, 1986. So in the country that is Ukraine, which was a part of Soviet Union, in the year 1986, there was a major nuclear leak in Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Chernobyl nuclear power plant was located in Pripyat city. Because of technical error, there was a nuclear disaster on 26th April 1986. It is believed that uranium rods were not inserted properly between the control rods in the technical devices, and thereby, due to this technical error, there was a huge chain reaction of nuclear fission. Large amount of energy was released out in the environment. So when this happened, it is believed that amount of radiations were so high that temperature increased to more than 2000 degrees Celsius. This temperature was so high that immediately it blew the reactor's room. Not only this, the reactor room was around 1000 ton steel concrete lid. It was immediately blew off, and further fuel and radioactive debris It was so much in the atmosphere that it covered even the countries like Poland, Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. In this tragedy, 31% died on the first day and 239% hospitalized on the first day. Iodine 131 was very high in the environment and it was ingested through milk. Thereby, children were worst affected. So, children developed thyroid cancer. More than 2000 people died later, and people suffer from loss of hair, anemia, etc.